Now, many of you will know that the EU Commission has issued out a preliminary tariff increase on all the Chinese EV makers. You will remember that the tariff increase by the European Commission were up to 38.1% on all the Chinese automakers that were not that did not comply with the investigations and were not sampled. This is something that, of course, led into many people asking themselves where NIO or how much percentage is our favorite EV stock NIO going to get, which later on we get clarity from the CEO, who indicated that based on the current provisional tariff increase that the EU Commission plans on implementing or imposing on the Chinese EV makers, they will get a tariff increase of 21%. And this is because NIO cooperated with an investigation, but they were not sampled. Now, you will know that the further comments that the NIO CEO said about the tariffs is that yes, it's not good. It was something that he was against, but he said that for their sub-brand, especially Firefly, even with this additional 21% tariff increase, they will still flourish. And this, you will know that this 20% or this 21%, they are coming over and above the existing 10%, which therefore will make the tariff increase that NIO will end up getting will be 31%. But today we received some updates on this news of the tariff increase, where we saw, or we are seeing, the European Commission is slightly adjusting or cutting the tariff increase, which they had preliminary proposed of up to 38.1%. I mean, we know right now that the highest tariff increase has been adjusted from 38.1% to 37.6%, whereas NIO and the others, instead of getting that 21%, they'll be getting a 20.8%, which, though this is an adjustment as per the EU Commission, but to me they are still almost the same. I mean, at least they should have subtracted by 5-10%, which I think that will be much better. You will know that a couple of days ago we read that the EU Commission has been busy with the Chinese authority trying to find solid ground on this tariff increase. Now, NIO, together with other EV companies, will know that they have sat down and they have made a proposal of China to retaliate by increasing or by adding tariffs of 25% to all engine cars or large capacity engine cars, and this specifically hits hard on luxury brands like Mercedes, your Audi, your BMW. They are going to feel the heat from this tariff increase. I mean, if you have a look at the kind of sales that, like for instance, Mercedes-Benz is selling in China annually, it's a lot, especially on these gas cars or engine cars or large engine cars. They are selling a lot, generating a lot and lots of sales, and to see China could retaliate, and reading about the EV producers proposing this to China, if China is to implement this, there is no doubt that all luxury brands that are selling well, by the way, in China, they are definitely going to take a hit, and this in return will benefit EV stocks or premium EV stocks like NIO, because guess where those guys are going to turn to when they see the prices of their premium brands, your Mercedes, BMW, is now expensive. They are going to turn to NIO, because NIO, though it is a premium EV car or premium EV brand, it will be cheaper than those European luxury brands, which it will absolutely boost the sales of NIO. So China has not commented or issued a statement as yet about the tariff increase, but I think if this is the final decision by the EU Commission when it comes to the tariff increase on all Chinese EV makers, then China, very soon we could see them also retaliating by imposing this, or considering imposing this tariff increase on all large EU or European engine capacity cars. Now, you will know that when you talk about Europe, Norway has been that country that is against the tariff increase on all the Chinese automakers. I mean, you will know that Norway came and said that they won't be participating on all this tariff increase that the EU Commission is imposing on the Chinese automakers, which is something that is pretty good, because Norway in Europe, it is a destination where we are seeing NIO, or where we see NIO doing exceptionally well in terms of sales. which is something that is pretty exciting. So I look forward to the outcomes, or to more outcomes on the tariff increase, because like I said, if we don't get as much tariff increase in Europe, then chances are very high that for an EV car, or for a sub-brand EV car like Firefly, who with the tariff increase is expected to still do very well, with the low tariff increase, you can imagine the sales that we'll get from that Firefly sub-brand. So I just thought I'd just give you this quick updates to say that these are the latest news, because they are very important, which is why a lot of Chinese automakers, a lot of CEOs of the Chinese automakers are worried or raise their concerns about not being happy about this tariff increase. So these are important news to us, especially to NIO also, since they are also selling their cars in Europe. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that likes button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell, so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you buy NIO for the very first time, increase your holdings, do your own due diligence, so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.